I've been so excited to bring you this video. Celestial Guardians has arrived. That means the meta has had an absolute shake-up. These are the best performing decks that we're going to check out today that have performed really well in recent tournaments. Let's spin the wheel up and see which deck we check out first. If you do find this video helpful, guys, make sure you smash that like button for us. The first deck we're going to check out is Charizard and Incineroar. Here is the Charizard and Incineroar deck going 12 and 2 in this particular tournament, actually taking it out. It has the two newest Charizards in it, one Charmeleon, two Rare Candy, obviously super important. No Torracat for the Incineroar, but the Rare Candy will help you boost into that. Two Lily for the extra health for stage 2 Pokemon. A red which would power up the Charizard to do 170 or the Incineroar to do 160 damage, which is really, really strong. Incineroar has 180 health, similar to the Charizard as well. So these two in tandem is going to be super, super strong. Fire Fang is pretty good. It does 30 damage and then it burns the opponent for an extra 20, but Scar, Charge, Smash does 80. If there's damage on the Incineroar, it does an extra 60, so 140, and then like I said, plus the red, the extra 20. I'm seeing red card get used a bit lately. What do you guys think? Is it worth putting it in the deck to shuffle your opponent's hand and then draw 3? I think with Rare Candy possibilities, it's a good way to try and slow them or brick them, but you could potentially take this out and put something else in. The good thing about this deck, it doesn't take too many of the new cards to try to build it, but you've only got the Litten, the Incineroar, two Lily and two Rare Candy, and then everything else is from older sets. So that's probably why you'll see this in rotation a little bit in the early game. Are you guys running a Charizard deck or a variant of this? Let me know down in the comments below. That was Charizard and Incineroar. Let's see which deck we're going to land on next. Oh, it's just the straight Incineroar build. Let's dive in and check it out. This Incineroar build came third in a recent tournament, going 6 and 3. Here it is here. So two Litten, one Torracat, and two Incineroar EX, and then a whole stack of trainers and supporters. Two Rare Candy, one Lily, one Red, one Cyrus. The Iono is going to help you shuffle and find. Communication is going to help you build into your Incineroar. But only one Pokeball, which is interesting. I mean, you're going to get your Litten out first every time anyway, and then it'd be a matter of just finding the second one. I mean, by the time you build your Incineroar up, you're probably going to have a little bit of damage on it. So then you're going to be moving straight into the Scar, Charge, Smash. Only 3 energy, does 140 plus damage if you're boosting it with red. Obviously, we'll do a bit extra, but there you go. And essentially an 18 trainer solo Incineroar build. 5 meta decks to go. I really want to check out that Oricorio Luxray build. Oh, is this it? Is this it? Let's get into it. Luxray Oricorio came in second in this tournament, going 7 and 3. Here is the build: 2 Shinx, no Luxio, 0 Luxio, 2 Luxray, and 2 Oricorio. Now, guys, let's have a quick chat about Oricorio. Phenomenal card. It cannot be hit by any EX. So you know that Incineroar build or the Charizard deck that we just showed? Oricorio can't be touched by any of their attacks. It can, however, be hit by poison and burn and things like that. So just be careful of that, be mindful of that. But overall, a phenomenal card that you're going to see splashed around in quite a lot of decks just to mitigate completely EX Pokemon. I've still come up against the odd Darkrai Giratina, and you just pull out your Oricorio and they can do absolutely nothing. I pulled it out front, had no bench, and then that was it. They just conceded. A crazy, crazy good card to use. This one is running Volkner as well to give yourself 2 extra energies from the discard pile. They have to be discarded before you use the card to boost up the Luxray for the extra attack. Luxray is phenomenal, no retreat cost at all. Does for 3 energies bolt. So discard all energies, which is, it sucks, but it is what it is. But you do 120 damage to any of the opponent's Pokemon of your choice. So super, super strong. I guess the downfall with this be is you got no middle evolution. So if you don't pull your Rare Candy, you're going to be struggling a little bit. But got a lot of heals in here. So 2 capes, 2 potions, 2 Pokemon Center Lady. I don't know. I'm going to give it a go. This looks really, really fun, but I still need to pull one more Oricorio. Guys, if you splash around your Oricorio into different decks, please let me know down in the comments below. Do you think the card's overpowered as well? I want to hear your thoughts on it. Guys, if you find these videos helpful, make sure you smash the like button for us and make sure you're subscribing to the channel so you don't miss any future content. We do Pokemon Pocket viewer battles every Wednesday night. Test some new decks against me, see if you can beat me. And hey, if you're a member of the channel and you beat me best of 3, you get your name on the giveaway wheel as well. Well, looks like we've landed on Crabominable and Palkia. Placing 4th in this tournament, going 6 and 3. Here is the build to Crabominable. The stunning thing about Crabominable: 1 energy, it's a stage 1, 160 health, which is pretty damn good. Does its first attack for 40, but then it just builds on itself and does double that for every attack after that. It is so damn strong. The only bad thing is it's got a 3 retreat cost, that is all. But paired up here with the Palkia, and you can attack super early. 1 Misty is going to help boost the Palkia out, but if you got the Crabominable out early, you're going to be putting every extra energy on the Palkia anyway for it to come through and do 150 damage plus 20 extra damage to the opponent's bench. We see the red card coming into play again here. We've got a double red here, double Irida and the Leaf. So overall, I think this deck will be super strong and super easy to build. If you got 2 Crabominable EX, then you can build this deck pretty easy. Let me know what you think of the new Crabominable EX. I think we're definitely going to see it thrown around into a few water decks. Okay, 3 to go. Come on, show us the goods. Who we got? Ooh, Lurantis and Decidueye. Let's go. This deck went 11 and 2 in a recent tournament. Let's check out the build. Fomantis and Lurantis, 2 of each. 2 Rowlet, 1 Dartrix, and 2 Decidueye, and 2 Rare Candy, which is interesting. But they've got the backup of the Dartrix coming through here. I do love Poison Barb and Leaf both getting a show in this deck. Poison Barb is pretty cool. If you have the tool attached, it poisons your opponent's Pokemon. The only thing you got to be careful of if you're using lots of tools is obviously Guzma. Guzma removes tools, and so if it removes the Leaf Cape, which was boosting your Pokemon by an extra 30 health, it will take that 30 health away. The cool thing about Rowlet is that it does Skill Dive, which does 10 damage to any one of your opponent's Pokemon, and then Decidueye can essentially come through and use Pierce the Pain. This attack does 100 damage to one of your opponent's Pokemon which has damage already on it, and only for 2 energy, 170 health, which is an absolute beast, boosted up to 200 if you use the cape as well. Only 1 retreat cost, and even the 80 damage for 2 leaf energy. Razor Leaf is really strong as well. So love Decidueye, can't wait to pull it. I have not pulled it in 100 packs. Lurantis is pretty cool. It does 20 damage to each of your opponent's Pokemon, so it works really well with Decidueye, which can attack an opponent which already has damage on it. It's like a Spirit Tomb on steroids. Overall, I think a really strong deck. The Poison Barb's obviously going to help add extra damage around the place for Decidueye to then attack. Personally, I would maybe drop 1 Lily off and put an extra Erica in, just so you've got a bit more flexibility to heal up other grass Pokemon in your deck, whereas the Lily only helps keep the Decidueye alive for extra health, being a stage 2. Only 2 pocket meta decks to go. Where's it gonna land? Ooh, is that halfway? Oh, we're getting the Meowscarada and the Tsareena. Let's check it out. I'm definitely seeing this deck get splashed around a little bit. Again, one of those ones that are relatively easy to build early on when you haven't had a chance to open many packs. But this is with 2 Meowscarada, you've got the Florigato as a backup for the Rare Candy. You've also got a Steenie, which is the middle evolution for the Bounce Suite, although you're playing 2 Rare Candy. Rare Candy is going to help you power into the Meowscarada super quickly, but the Tsarena's pretty cool, though I haven't personally had much luck using the Tsareena. It never flipped more than 1 heads, but 3 kick combo, flip 3 coins. Its attack does 50 damage for every heads that you get. Can definitely come in clutch sometimes, but it doesn't do a random attack, it just does that attack onto their active Pokemon. Running 2 capes here, 2 Ericas, which is pretty good. You could potentially squeeze a Lily into here to help keep the Meowscarada and the Tsareena alive for an extra 60 health. First deck we've seen today that is actually running a Guzma. I think Guzma is phenomenal with all the tools we've got going around at the moment. We all know how good the Meowscarada is. It does 130 damage to EX Pokemon. You can get a little bit unstuck if you're versing an opponent that doesn't have an EX, because then you're only doing 60 damage, but still really good card. No red in this, so no red to boost up any attacks versing the EX Pokemon, which is really interesting. Would you take any cards out for a red? I mean, the only one that I personally would maybe be the Guzma to put a red in just to boost the extra 20 damage versus EX, because we're still seeing a lot of EX Pokemon. Last but not least is the Solgaleo and the Skarmory. We're definitely seeing this being floated around in the latest meta. Let's check it out. This deck did really well in a recent tournament, going 12-2. Here it is here. The 2 Solgaleo are a must, and then 2 Skarmory. The rare candies are there to boost into the Solgaleo really quick, but if you get stuck building the Solgaleo up with the rare candy, you've got a Cosmoem as a backup, as the middle evolution. Lots of tools in this deck, of course, to help with the Skarmory's attack. You need a tool on the Skarmory to do extra 30 damage, so you're dealing out 50 really early. I've seen this build actually work pretty well with the Excadrill. Some people are leaving the Skarmory out because it's vulnerable to the likes of Oricorio, and they're putting in the Excadrill, which can do a lot of damage really early as well. It is a stage 1 though. Solgaleo is the main talking point of this deck. It's phenomenal. You build it up on your bench with your Skarmory out first, and then just whenever you like, you can use its ability called Rising Road, switch it out for your active Pokemon, smash with 120 damage. It does take 10 itself, which isn't a massive deal, but only for 2 energy, dealing 120 damage. Is there red in this deck? There isn't any red in this deck, but if you played a red, you could do 140 damage, which then is pretty strong. 180 health, which is good. It can definitely withstand a first attack from many EXs, and I think the retreat cost is pretty low as well. So there you go, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video of the latest meta deck review. If you did, smash the like button for us, subscribe. We bring out these videos weekly to keep you in the loop with all the going-ons on Pokemon Pocket. If you missed my latest short, make sure you jump over and check that out to score yourself 24 extra free pack hourglasses and some free trade tokens. I'll catch you all in the next Pokemon Pocket viewer battle night. Until then, keep on shushing. Shush!